Got any cheese?
Well, I guess he works. Alright, so we just got in. So wow, this is just the wrestling stuff right here. There we go. So we're about to dive into this and we'll see what's in here. Alright, you guys, welcome back to another hunt video. This is kind of a special video. This is obviously a little bit of a different video. Number one, we're going to be doing commentary through the entire thing. I just felt it was better that way because I just didn't think you guys wanted to be bored with the conversation that the three of us are having. We're just talking to each other, getting to know each other, you know, the whole nine, talking about wrestling figures and our histories with collecting and all that stuff. But, so how this came to be is, so Kenny is this gentleman's name. We're in his garage right now, checking out these figures, as you can see there from the footage, obviously. Kenny and I go way back. He is a longtime follower of mine on Instagram. Before the channel, obviously before Jersey Geek even became a thing, we're talking like when I still had my my old Instagram handle. And he comes from the Cinema Sickness days when I was going to flea markets with Dave and the crew, and we were, you know, doing all that stuff. So that's where Kenny first discovered me. So, you know, we were talking about that and some older videos that I was doing with him. So we've just been steadily talking ever since then. And you know, long story short, he had a family tragedy happen recently, and he hit me up, said, "Listen, you know, I know you sell on the side. I know you do all that stuff. I know you collect, obviously. I have to move down to Florida. I can't take this stuff with me. Are you interested in buying any of it, either for your store or, you know, if you guys didn't know, I do have a store, but we'll get to that way later in the video. So, you know, are you interested for your collection or the store?" So naturally, I'm like, okay, I'll come. And, you know, we figured out a date, missed each other a couple times for schedules, and now here we are. Oh, this is the good box right here, man. Look at all this vintage, guys. Look at all this WCW stuff. There's stuff in the Scott Hall 2-pack with, oh my god, who is that? I'm terrible at the WCW figures, I'm not even gonna lie. I missed who that was. He had so much stuff, original WWF Rocky Maivia figure. He actually has that card that you're gonna see later on in the video. So basically this is just his collection, you know, just stuff that he boxed up. It's been in storage for a number of years. He obviously can't take all of this down to Florida with him. Actually, right in the back, you can see he's got his pods already, you know, packed, ready to go. Ooh, Dirty Magazine being shown in a little bit here. No, I'm just kidding. It's just the swimsuit issue. So, you know, again, long story short, he can't take it down. So he reached out to me, said, "Is there anything here that you think you might want to look at?" So I went over with the wife, as you can see, she's right there. We're having an argument about the magazine because she wouldn't open it and show me what was inside of it. So we went over, and yeah, it's just like I said, this is what you're seeing, just us going through the collection. So there's actually two of the magazines. I think she just showed it, both covers. So it's the same book, just obviously, you know, two of two covers, pretty much. Pretty cool, the old Raw swimsuit issue. So I was really surprised at how much stuff Kenny had and what he was collecting over the years, because there's stuff in here that I personally have never seen at a store, at a show, anywhere. Oh, that Bret Hart is cool. I actually debating keeping that. I don't know, Bret, man, the Hitman's one of my favorites. So, oh yeah, this 4-pack, this is very, very mint for its age. Excellent set there. That was one of the things I was very, very excited to check out. We're only, you know, looking at a few pieces. Like, later on in the video, we're going to go more in depth, and I'm going to show you guys everything. It's all laid out on the table back here. This 7-piece powerhouse set. This was really cool. I love that they have the Paul Bearer. I believe that was an exclusive to that set, that little bendy Paul Bearer. That's a really excellent set right there. then let's see what else we got. Oh, there's Chris Jericho's book. The wife is keeping that. We are not selling that. She wants to read it, which is fine with me. That Ahmed Johnson. These Bendhams are really cool. I'm sure a lot of people watching, I'm sure you guys have memories with these. We all had these Bendhams when we were younger. I still have like one or two of them somewhere. This Mankind's really cool. I have this in the store already. This one's actually, new and sealed. Mine is kind of loose, so like it comes with the box and the little standee, but it's definitely been open. I have to like finagle the box to kind of keep it from opening up. I'm gonna jump out of here, let you guys watch this little montage, listen to some music, and then what I'm gonna do is when we get to the Star Trek stuff, I'm gonna jump back in, we'll talk about that, and then we'll get to the haul. Alright, so now we've made it to the Star Trek collection. Now, what you're going to see here, so there's 4 boxes, and then there's that entire bin. The bin only had maybe 3 or 4 of the ships, all brand new sealed. And then the boxes have the figures and some of the micro machines. Here's one of the sets right here, actually. A couple Star Trek dolls there on the side. I think there's like 2 or 3 of those. I've never been a big Star Trek fan. I'm not even gonna act like I know who these people are. I really, like, I know the characters, but when I was younger, Star Trek just didn't appeal to me. Nothing personal against it, not at all. Personally, I don't really, I have no issues with it. I appreciate where it is in people's hearts, where it is in pop culture. It's never been my thing. I was always, when I was younger, I discovered Star Wars, and then Next Generation was on, and for me, it was one or the other. Star Wars won. Here's a couple more of the dolls. There's a Captain Kirk in there, old Star Wars or Star Trek. I almost said Star Wars. Star Trek TV guide. Hopefully, some of you watching remember the TV guide. Sure, I'll have one or two of you like, "What the hell is the TV guide?" There's the Kirk doll right there. Yeah, there was a good amount in here to go through as well. We did manage to condense 2 of the boxes of figures into that big tub down there, that big tote rather. Because like I said, I only had about 3 or 4 vehicles. So I just, I told the wife, we need space. Let's just take these 2 boxes. And she's better at that than I am. She's like a freaking Tetris master. So whenever I have to pack things up, like whenever we're doing a show or if I need stuff packed up back here, I'm just like, here, work your magic. I'm not allowed to touch anything. Every time I do, I get in trouble. Because I always screw it up, Like, I'll pack it how a man would obviously pack something. Then she comes in and goes, no, let me fix this. Get out of here. Another box here. This is the, okay, this is a lot more of the figures. This is the Deep Space Nine. And I believe some of the Next Generation figures are kind of mixed together. And these are all, most of these are mint. Some of these are very much unpunched. The cards do have some creasing, some storage wear. Like I said, you can actually tell on this one there's a little bit of creasing on the side. The way he has them in there, it's nice the way he's got them stacked. But, just from the years of having been moved around and having boxes placed on top, and I'm just kind of doing a count in my head, how much is there, how many figures are there, rather. This figure, I think that one is unpunched, if I can pan up. Probably, yeah, it is unpunched. But yeah, just from the way, just like I said, being stored over the years, it's pretty much just got its usual wear. Yeah, there's quite a few of these figures. There really, really are. So, we were actually joking, before I even went over, Kenny was like, you could probably open an entire store with everything I have. And there's a lot. Next, we are coming up. Okay, this is the tote, and you guys are gonna see. Like, I opened this, and I was like, "Oh, okay." There's like 4 things in here for this big tote. So that now houses the WWF stuff, because there was just more of that than Star Trek. So I was like, "Let me just throw that in here." Now, like I said, these are all brand new sealed. These ships don't work. You're probably gonna have to, obviously, if you're gonna open these up, change out the batteries. Now that Borg ship down there to the left that you see, and I will show it in the video, that works. That's crystal clear. That still works 100%, which is hilarious. That's the only one that works, and the other ones are just like, nope, don't want to work. Now these are cool. For not being a Star Trek fan, any toy line from the 90s, I can appreciate old toys like ships and vehicles that are still in the box. Whether it's, whether they've been opened, whether the box is brand new, I can appreciate it. I just think it's so cool. I think pretty soon. Okay, here's the Borg ship. Now I do play it in the video, but obviously it's muted here. But when we get back to the back room here, I do show it off, and yeah, like I said, it does work. It's clear. No issues there. All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap up here. Next shot you're going to see is the collection in the back room, and then we're going to get into that. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, you guys, so we're back from Kenny's house. There's a lot to get through. There's that whole tote, which we were able to condense 2 of the Star Trek boxes into that. So that's packed with Star Trek figures. There's that. There's these 3 boxes. Forgive me, I'm still a little congested from earlier. And then there's these 2 boxes. So without further ado, let's go through all this, and I'll show you guys what's in it. And here we go. We're gonna start off with the Star Trek stuff. I'm gonna make you guys wait a little bit for the wrestling. We're gonna get through the Star Trek figures, and then we'll go to the WWF, then WCW, and then at the very last part of the video, not an end credit scene, but at the very last part of the collection, there were some starting lineups, as I mentioned earlier. So if you guys are sports fans, sports collectors, starting lineup fans, hang on and check those. A lot of baseball figures. So like I said, I'm not even going to act like I know what I'm talking about with Star Trek. Like I said, I know the characters, but I'm not as proficient in Star Trek as I am with the Star Wars. I can't go, oh, it's that guy, that girl, oh, this is this person. No, I just, we're just going to look at the stuff together and just talk about it. Yeah, I think there were something like, God, how many? I think he had for Star Trek like 60 some, almost 68 figures overall, and that's not counting the Micro Machines, not counting the play sets here, or not the play sets. I'm sorry, the ships. I don't know why I said play sets. I'm thinking of something else with the WWF stuff. Actually, in a second here, we're going to get to the Borg, so I'm going to show you that right now. And there you have it. So it does work. And the fact that that thing still works, you know, after all these years with the battery still in it, and the other ones don't, it's pretty impressive. Some more Micro Machines. Micro Machines are cool. I was never a big fan when I was younger, but again, I have a couple sets, but it's never been a focal point of my collection. Those dolls, the TV guide right there from Star Trek. So now we are going to move into the WWF stuff, and this is where things get interesting. There's that Bret Hart I was going to keep, Rocky Maivia, the Powerhouse set. There's that Fatal 4-Way Chris Jericho, which is kind of half on the card, half off. So that was kind of interesting. Wanted to show you guys that. These are really cool. I think there's a whole set of those. This Jericho that talks. This ringside, the Ringside Rebels Jericho, I've never seen that figure. I think that's around the time I got out of wrestling, way back in the day. I think that was around working age for me. I started working and I just didn't watch wrestling anymore. More Bendoms. This finisher, you guys remember the famous finisher sets, the Tombstone with Kane and Undertaker? It had to be that set, right? It's the one I'm actually thinking about keeping because they're two of my favorite wrestlers. WWF WrestleMania, WWF Raw's War ring sets with the minifigures. Those are really cool. Again, brand new sealed. More bendies that we forgot to put in the last clip. Just more, more old school goodness. Look at these old WWF Superstars figures. Are so cool. The trivia game. You guys remember the trivia game? That's brand new sealed. Thinking about busting that open and playing it. The Heroes of Wrestling, the Undertaker and Psycho Sid. I thought about keeping the Undertaker for the wife, but she doesn't need it. She's a big Undertaker collector. So she insists she doesn't want it. These right here, I have never seen these. These are the Grudge Match 2-packs, and there's a full set. All 6 of them are there, and they're all mint. They are all mint. Like I said, I've never seen these, and the fact that they're all mint, that's really cool. That Undertaker actually talks, the one to the left there. And again, just more of the figures. There's both covers of the swimsuit issue. And right here we have WrestleMania 1 through 13 on VHS. If you guys are old wrestling VHS collectors, here you go. This is an awesome piece to have. Remember these? You push the button and they would vibrate. Unfortunately, the only one that works is the Giant, which right now I'm actually going to show you. And there you go. That works. That's the only one that works, unfortunately. But a little bit of yellowing, due to age, but they're all still there on card. Cards are pretty much mint. A whole box of WCW trading cards. An old Galoob WCW figure for Tom Zenk. That was really cool. More than the same 2-pack. Here's that 4-pack we saw earlier. Then some modern, or another Galoob WCW. This is the 14-inch Lex Luger. The Lex Luger is pretty much mint except for the top part on the plastic. It's kind of like loose, but other than that, there's really no major issues. Here's some modern WWE figures, some basic Kevin Owens, Jericho, Damien Mizdow, another vintage piece. And then right here are some starting lineup figures. Now I'm going to end the commentary here. I'll let you guys just enjoy the last bit of this, and then we'll come back and we'll wrap the video up. Alright guys, so that's the video, that's the collection. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I was able to condense most of the boxes into these bins. Kenny was nice enough to throw in a couple extra bins that he didn't need, so they definitely came in handy. The only one that hasn't been condensed, there's this box right here, these two boxes actually. They just need to go in here. I'll probably work on that tonight after I get this video up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave some likes and comments down below. I also want to apologize for getting this video out later than I originally intended. This was supposed to be out earlier in the week, but between the live stream and just work, I wasn't able to deliver on that. So hopefully it was worth the wait. I do want to give a special shout out to Kenny. Kenny, thank you so much for inviting me over. Thank you for the opportunity to go through this collection. And I wish you nothing but the best in Florida. I'm coming down there in October, so who knows, maybe I'll have to look you up. If you guys like toy hunting videos and toy show videos, collection videos like this, please go ahead and consider subscribing to the channel. Also, don't forget to turn on notifications so you guys never miss an upload. And like always, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. So we're going to start off first with the Star Trek figures. And I figured the best way to do this was just to lay it out. Do you two mind?
Sorry. He wants the plastic. And he can't have it. No, no, like no.